Hello beauties, it's Brittany and welcome back to my channel today. I'm so excited to be coming to you with my purple hair. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I did some temporary color. It's literally like a conditioner with pigment, so it washes out over time, but I am fully in love with it. I have like dumped it all in my hair, so it is like, it is in there and it is going strong and I love it. I think a lot of things inspired it. You know, it's been winter for what feels like literally forever here in the Midwest, and the sun started shining the other day and I started to feel like a new, better person. I've also been watching so much Brad Mundo on YouTube. I've become obsessed and I just want to do everything to my hair now. So this is the start. I also think I want to try a new haircut for the first time in like forever. I have tried bangs before, so I don't think I want to go the bang route, but also a middle part looks like crazy on me. So, but let me know down below, what kind of haircut do you think I should go with? I'm thinking of growing my hair out a little bit, but want to try like different texture or different, just different something. Let me know in the comments below. I want to chat with you. I want to do my makeup. I haven't worn makeup in a hot minute, especially eyeshadow, because I just haven't been wearing anything, and let's change that today. So I'm going to do some glitters. I'm going to do all out foundation. I'm first starting with priming my eyelids. This is the SMASHBOX 24-hour photo finish. I finally finished my NARS Pro Priming eyeshadow base. You guys know I love that stuff. It's fabulous, but I have so many eyeshadow primers to get through in my collection. This one is like literally the smallest amount, goes the longest way. I do already have my eyebrows on. I'm like starting to think like, do I remember how to do eyeshadow? Like how does one do eyeshadow? I also painted my nails to kind of like match my hair, so it's a whole, what did they say? It's a whole vibe. I'm trying to drink less caffeine, so this is actually my first cup for the day. And do you not love my Canadian mug? You guys know I have traveled to Canada a few times and I love you guys. I love Canadians. I love Canada. I'm itching to go back. I want to see Vancouver. I've been to Toronto 3 times. Love Toronto. Yes. Bringing out an old favorite. This is the Kathleen Lights Dream Street palette, and this palette is very well loved. These eyeshadows are literally incredible. Kathleen, you are amazing. This is actually a KL polish. KL polish is no longer, but she has Lights Lacquer, which you should all support. I love Kathleen Lights. So we're going to use this today. I have a feeling this is going to be very long, very rambly, so buckle in, get a snack, get comfy, let's keep rambling. I'm going to take just a big old fluffy brush here. This is a Morphe M535. I actually don't know if I want to buy things from Morphe anymore. I know it's going to be a touchy subject, but let's get some nice, calm, constructive debates in the comments down below. I just feel like, oh wow, that's all up in my eyeball. There's a lot going on with them lately with like changing of formulas without letting people know, and I don't know, I'm just not vibing with them at the moment. So I'm just taking a matte brown and just sweeping this all over the crease. I have a feeling this is going to be like a very blown out look. So I want to let you guys know kind of what's been going on with me lately. I talk a little bit on Instagram. If you want like life updates other than when I'm uploading, definitely follow me on Instagram. I do story a lot. I don't often post to my feed, but stories are kind of something I go to almost every day. I need to clip my hair out of my way. I'm actually uploading a video behind me, but it's taking forever, so sorry the computer is on, but it's a must right now. So I actually filmed this the other day. I was getting ready for a little date night with Alex, and I ended up trying to edit it, and it was kind of all over the place, and I didn't really touch on everything I wanted to touch on, so I thought I would just redo it all. Thought I would bring you in a little bit closer so that you can actually see my eyes. As I was saying, if you want to know the details of kind of what's going on when I'm not uploading or when I am uploading, Instagram is the place to find me. I've had some issues going on with my hormones since going off of birth control in 2018. I was getting really, really bad cystic blemishes on my face, which at the moment things are pretty clear, and I am going to be doing some laser treatments for this scarring, which I'll talk about a little bit later on. But the hormonal stuff, I was also getting cysts like other areas, as well as irregular cycles. So cycles that were happening twice a month or extended like way longer than they should have been. And this was going on for quite a while, and it was really starting to make me exhausted because I was losing all of my iron, everything. Like, I was just getting depleted. So I started to go to my gynecologist to sort things out and see what I might be able to do. And unfortunately, I had a really not so great experience with my gynecologist. Now, I'm not bashing anyone who has had success in going with the Western medicine route. I just found with the particular doctor that I was seeing at the particular place I was going, I just did not have a good experience. They really just wanted me to go back on the birth control. So I thought it was really important that I had blood work done, I had an ultrasound done, and they didn't check my estrogen or any of my hormone levels. They really just checked thyroid, which your thyroid can greatly affect your cycles, so totally normal that they would check that. I was just very frustrated that they didn't check any other hormones, because they want to put me on hormonal birth control but don't have any idea what my hormone levels actually are, which I found very alarming, and I just not interested in hearing that that birth control was the only option. So I also had ultrasounds. There's no like abnormal anything that they can find from those things. So I started working at a spa, and from there kind of learned about acupuncture and decided to start seeing an acupuncturist. And I've heard amazing things about acupuncture, and I have so far had 5 acupuncture treatments. One with one acupuncturist, like 4 appointments with one acupuncturist, and 1 appointment with another acupuncturist. I'm not going to bore you as to like why I switched or anything like that, but I found amazing results thus far with acupuncture. I haven't kept up with it because it is very expensive, and I have insurance, and it's kind of weird to find what places cover that specific type of treatment that I'm looking for, like that alternative medicine. So anyways, I found really great results with just a few appointments. I went ahead and sped through the eyes because I felt like I was talking forever and that was going to last forever. So I finished up with some Kathleen Lights eyeshadows. I then went in with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Luxury Palette of Pops, and I used the shade at the bottom right, which is kind of like a rosy tone. Nice, beautiful shimmer. Love that nice pop on the eyelid. I'm all about the shimmer, the glitter, all of the above. And then I went in with a liquid liner. This is the Makeup Revolution liquid eyeliner. This is lasting me forever. There's a lot of liquid in here, and it does not dry up. I love it. So inexpensive also. Love finding a good liquid liner at a good price. And then I layered up my mascaras. I used the Benefit Roller Lash and the Benefit They're Real, one of my favorite duos. You guys have seen me pair those two together a lot. And then I just kind of blended everything out a little bit further, and I'm loving it. So now we can move on to the face. I'm going to use Gripping Primer from Cover FX, and let's chat a little more. So when I say I've had success with acupuncture, I mean in the month of February, I only had 1 cycle, which was not happening for me. For about 10 months, I was having 2 periods a month, which was horrendous. It's as horrendous as it sounds, and I was just exhausted all the time because you can imagine why. But the acupuncture, I don't know if it was the acupuncture or if my body was finally regulating itself, or you know, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what cures something when you're trying a few things, but the month of March will tell us a little bit more in terms of, am I healed, or was it a fluke, or whatever the case might have been. But I highly recommend giving acupuncture a try if you have like a main concern or like a few things that you haven't been able to find results with, or you just like alternative medicine as opposed to Western medicine. Give it a try. So that's what's been going on there. I'm going to take my Believe Beauty foundation. I've also started talk therapy, which I'm very excited about. I've mentioned it to you guys here and there, and it's official. I'm a few weeks in. My therapist is actually out of town this week, which I am sad about because I think I'm having a good time. I don't know if she's having a good time. I don't mean a good time because there have been some tears. We're working through some things, but that's also something that, like, if you can do it, which I know, especially in America, we have a flawed system where not everybody has access to the things that they need medically, and I think that if you can try therapy, give it a try. I don't think that there's anybody who wouldn't benefit from talk therapy, so definitely loving that. And if you just watched, I uploaded a video about journaling every day for 30 days, and I'm still journaling, and I feel like it's helping to rewire my brain a little bit, which is definitely needed. Let me zoom you out. I feel like you're very close now that I'm not on the eyes. Okay, that's a little bit better. I am using my Tati Blendiful. I'm still loving this tool, by the way. I did a full review on it, and I've been using it pretty much every single day to apply my makeup when I am like getting ready for work super quick. When I'm doing full looks like this, it's great, so definitely recommend. Also, something else I wanted to say about the kind of like going with acupuncture versus traditional medicine is I think that you should advocate for yourself, and it's hard to do, especially when you're not an expert in something and you go to an expert and they tell you that you have this option. Like, it can be much simpler to just kind of do what they say, and we're taught to, you know, trust what your doctor says. And I'm not saying don't trust your doctor, but I'm saying is if you feel something inside, like you feel like something's not right, you don't want to do the thing, like going on birth control, it's a big deal. And it affected my body in so many ways that I was not aware of until I went off. And I've had to work really hard emotionally to go off of it. And a lot has happened to my body since going off of it. So for it to just be in the office and it to just be this like nonchalant thing that they just were kind of pushing me into, it didn't feel right. It didn't sit right with me, and I was not having it. I will not be going back to that doctor. I just didn't have a pleasant experience, and I didn't feel heard. I didn't feel like my not wanting to go back on was being taken seriously enough. And I kind of forgot to mention that after refusing the birth control and having everything come back normal, them not having checked any of my hormone levels, only checking my thyroid and doing an ultrasound, I was told my next option was a hysteroscopy, which is a biopsy. And that's a pretty serious thing. And I asked what they were looking for, and they're looking for like polyps and abnormal tissue that can be cancer. And I get my pap smears every year, and I kind of push them on, well, if you're looking for abnormal tissue, doesn't the pap smear that I get every year check for that kind of a thing? And they didn't really have a whole lot of answers. They really just wanted to brush me off and give me the birth control. That's my belief, and I am not doing that. I've worked hard to get where I'm at, and I know that the human body is a magnificent thing, and I fully believe that birth control is not my only option. But if you are in a similar situation and you feel kind of hopeless, advocate for yourself and get a second opinion. And I so sympathize with everyone and anyone who has had a hard time getting the answer to something that troubles them on a daily basis. It's a very, very tricky subject. It's very difficult to manage that kind of thing, and I fully sympathize with you. And I also just got concealer all up in my hair. Did you see that? And wow, I love that for me. That's totally the look I was going for today. Said no one ever after getting concealer in their hair. Okay, Okie dokie. Well, I'm probably gonna have to re-curl those pieces, but you know what? It's not the most serious thing in life. We're fine. I'm gonna conceal all these lovely little scars. That leads me into my next subject. I'm going to be receiving late in March, so I'm not sure when I'm going to upload this video, but late in March I will be doing some laser treatments to remove this scarring, and I'm so excited about it. I cannot wait. If you know this about me, I recently became a licensed esthetician, and my skin and my face is my own billboard, and it's very, very important to me, and I want to learn how to best help other people, and I am in a position where I am able to do the laser treatments at the moment, so I thought that it would be a good way to get my skin back to a good place. And the scarring gets me for many reasons. It gets me because it's a reminder of everything that I've had to go through after going off of the birth control and having my skin literally freak out, like huge cystic blemishes. And also it just it gets to me like on a whole level that I never thought having some cystic blemishes would. And if you've ever suffered from any kind of physical showing of an imbalance in your body, it's very hard to manage, and they're very painful, like not even to gloss over that fact of how painful they are. But very excited about the laser treatments, if you cannot tell. So I will be updating you guys. I've kind of thought of asking the esthetician who will be performing the service if I can record it, but I'm really nervous. I don't record like publicly like other vloggers do or anything like that, so I'm very nervous to ask her. But if you guys really, really want to see it, and I get some, you know, excitement from you guys on like wanting more information about it and it being helpful to you guys, I could find it within me, I think, to ask. So let me know in the comments down below if that's something you guys are even interested in or you don't care at all. Either way, let me know. I'm using my JeffreeStar concealer. Oh, the concealer I used on my blemishes is the Makeup Obsession. If I don't mention something, it will be linked down below. I always link all of the products. Well, maybe not at first, but I always go back and link them if I've forgotten, because sometimes I forget. I'm just human. So I like with this tool, I use like the main point here to blend products, and then I go on the larger side to help pick up any excess product. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm blending it out, and then I'll go in with the larger side to help buff and blend, which is the beauty of the Blendiful. It blends everything out. I've also chatted with the subscriber that I selected to get a free skincare consultation over Instagram, and we've chatted. I gave her skincare recommendations. She's been using them for about 2 weeks now. I reached out to her today for an update, and she gave me the update, and things are going swimmingly. So I think the next video I'm going to film actually today will be chatting about her skin type, what I recommended, why I recommended it, and the results that she's been seeing over the last few weeks of using the products. So very excited about that. It always feels good to help somebody out. Like that is like my main purpose in my life, is to help other people feel good about themselves and to just feel more beautiful. So any way that I can do that, I'm so excited to. So if you would like to participate in that series that I'm doing, let me know in the comments down below, like what your skin type is, what your Instagram handle is, because that's where the consultations take place. So let me know if you want to participate. It's been a while since I've worn like a full coverage foundation. Day to day I wear my M Perfect Cover BB cream with SPF of 42. So this is very, very light coverage, so it is very weird to see myself all full coveraged up. What other updates do I have for you guys? So YouTube's been weird. I think that you guys have probably heard other YouTubers talk about this, but just to give you a little context when it comes to my channel, I have 21,000 subscribers, and I've had that number for 5 years, like a long time. I've been really just at that number, and my videos get about 200 views per video, which is not a lot in relation to the number of subscribers that are shown on my channel. So that is, it's weird. So I've had to work on not getting like down about that and just looking at this again as like my hobby. This is never a platform that has brought me any kind of large income. It's not been my job. I've always had jobs outside of YouTube, and I don't know if at this point it ever could be my job because I have had such slow growth. So I've had to kind of reevaluate and kind of look at it as like, okay, this is just your hobby. So like, don't analyze the numbers too much. Like, just be yourself, just upload when you can upload, and it takes a lot of the pressure off that it's not my job. And I like that. And I like that I am seeing now that I shouldn't allow myself to freak out when I spend a bunch of time on a video and it gets, you know, 150 views or 80 views, because that's not what matters. What matters is that I'm expressing myself creatively. What matters is that the people who are watching my content and comment seem to like the content, and that I'm chatting to people who have a similar interest to me, and you guys have been in my life for so long. Like, the ones who watch my videos and comment, like, I know your guys' names. I recognize your guys' names in the comment section. I know you're there. I see you, and I fully appreciate you. I'm gonna use some powder. I've been going very, very light with the powder, especially on those full coverage foundation days, because it's just not necessary to cake my face in powder. It just ends up looking really awful like midday, so I just don't do it anymore. I'm gonna jump to lips just to kind of help see where we are. This is a Makeup Forever lip liner. So yeah, helping to re-evaluate my channel and thinking to myself, like, I think it can be easy to feel the pressure of other people that I watch, knowing that like it is their job and how it affects their, like, literally their life, like their livelihood, when there is a big change and when their channel doesn't get the views that it used to. But I have to remember, like, this, my life doesn't revolve around YouTube. And at one point in my life, like, I did want this to be my job, but seeing kind of how unstable it is, I think the universe has set in line for it not to be my sole thing, because it's scary, and I don't know if my anxiety can handle that. But I think it is a scary time for a lot of people who this is their sole job, this is their livelihood, because things are so uncertain and views are not guaranteed. And even if people are subscribed, like, that doesn't mean you're gonna get the views, and it doesn't mean that your stuff's gonna even show up. That's why we have all these things where we need to ask you to subscribe and ring the notification bell and set the notification bell to give you all notifications, and like all of these thresholds to get through in order for people to actually see your videos. And it's very, very frustrating, and I don't fully understand it. But let me pop this lash on. That went really well. For not putting lashes on in a long time, that sucker just kind of popped right on. So yeah, I've been trying to look at it more as a opportunity to just allow my creative energy to flow and to do it when I want to do it and not feel like I have to do it. My little doggies are barking, and it's helping a lot with me actually wanting to create content and actually sit down here and talk to you guys, because for the longest time I kind of had this block that it's like, my job's not going well, like I'm failing at my job, and it's like, this isn't my job. This is my hobby. This should be my creative energy, where my creative energy goes, and it doesn't have to be so freaking serious all the time. I forgot how amazing Ardell Demi Wispies are to put on yourself. These are the lashes I use on clients for weddings, and I haven't used them on myself in a long time, and I'm remembering now like how incredible they are. Like, they go on so easy if you let the glue set right, and I'm loving it. Let's move on to bronzer for a minute. I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs Omega and my Blendiful, because I used this in the review video for the Blendiful and I did not use it properly. So I've learned some things since then that I'm going to incorporate today. So do you see how small the surface is that I have the bronzer? And I do kind of like take some of the bronzer off on a towel and then really just kind of plop it where you want it. And this tool's been amazing for blending things out. So Alex and I did a no spend in February, and let me tell you, not spending any money on makeup in the month of February like kind of opened my eyes to like, one, how much I wasn't actually doing a lot of makeup buying before then, but in the context of my life, you guys can probably assume I have bought a lot of makeup, and it was nice to just kind of hit the pause button and like not bring anything new into the house. Like the only things we were allowing ourselves were like food and gas and then like medical necessities, and it was just kind of like a nice restart. Like, you know how you gotta restart your computer after an update? Like, it was nice to just reset us. I didn't even allow myself to like do business expenses for my makeup artistry business because the line for me gets blurred really quickly. Like, oh, this is for my kid, or oh, this is for my clients, and then it ends up on my own freaking vanity. So I didn't allow myself any of that. It was like, no excuses, shut your face, don't do it. I did turn the Blendiful over, so liquid products on this side, powder products on the other side. See how nice that blended out? Oh, I love this tool. Finally, think I'm ready to take my hair down. Oh, that feels so much better. I'm going to use a little Hourglass Ambient powder because every time I use this, I feel like I have a really good makeup day and I do not use it nearly enough. Yes, I just did that so sloppily. Sloppily is not a word. I did that very sloppy. I'm going to use an Essence Satin Touch blush. I've been loving this blush. It's in the shade Satin Love, and not buying any new makeup has helped me see, oh wow, that lash is popping off. We will fix her, don't you fret. Help me see like what I have and what I like, and just kind of stick to some faves. A video idea I have is I want to get my best friend on my channel and I want to record me doing her makeup, because I do her makeup for like every event that she does in her life, and I want to start to share more of my tips with you guys as someone who does other people's makeup. So let me know in the comments down below if you want to see that. Also, I have some other fun creative ideas, and that's what my brain, like, again, not treating this as my job and treating it as more just like this creative outlet has freed up my mind to come up with these fun ideas. So I'm excited. Are you excited? So after I've been doing my blush, I then take the Blendiful and I kind of use it to mash everything together. I'm loving this Kevyn Aucoin gloss. They sent this to me a long time ago. It's probably expired, but I use expired makeup. You're lying to me if you don't. This is in the shade the Molten Lip in Rose Gold. And then for highlighter today, I bought this palette because it was all the rage many years ago, and I'm always late to the party. This is the Sleek Highlighting Palette. It says avoid contact with eyes. Oh. If product gets into eyes, rinse well with water. And it's in very large font. Like, it's larger than the shade name of this palette. That's alarming to me, but we're going to go in with this shade right here. And from the twice that I've used this, it's potent. So let's smack her right there. Ooh. Oh, yes. I am a fan. It has kind of like a purple iridescent feature to it, and I'm all about the purple right now, as you might imagine. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. And of course I'm getting all up around my eye. Oh, shut up. Do you see that? Is it exaggerating my texture? Hell yeah. Do I care? Nope. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right on the nose. Kiss the nose. Kiss the nose. Let's try to tone her down. So when I'm using it to kind of blend, I'm like putting the smallest amount of pressure and just kind of letting the texture of the tool caress the skin. Oh my god. I feel like I need to do more on this side to even things out. Okay, okay, okay. We have movement. I'm gonna set. I'm gonna fan. Let's see, what do we think? I love the shimmer on the eyes from the Charlotte Tilbury palette. I love Ardell Demi Wispy lashes. They're amazing. I don't know why I stopped using them on myself because I was using a million other things. This lip gloss is giving me life at the moment. The blush, I know, I love this blush. It's so inexpensive. It's so pigmented. It stays on your cheeks all day. It's fabulous. I recommend Essence blushes. The highlighter is strong AF, and she is exaggerating my texture. Yes, she is. Well, this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please just chat with me in the comments down below. I love to talk to you guys. That's why I'm here, for a sense of community, for a sense of togetherness, for just knowing that there's people in the world maybe experiencing similar things to me or not. It doesn't matter. Just let me know in the comments down below how you're doing. Also, let me know if you'd like to participate in the next skincare consultation by letting me know your Instagram handle down below, and I will select somebody for the month of March. But I hope you have an amazing day, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye guys.